Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of the Big Guy, Little Guy Q&A podcast, the show where the big guy and the little guy answer your questions, your anonymous questions. I am your host, Riley, the big guy, joined, of course, by Andrew, the little guy.
How's it going on, everyone? It is the male version of Miley Cyrus.
Are you the male version of Miley Cyrus?
Maybe.
Why is that? What compare? Show me the Venn diagram between you and Miley Cyrus.
Hold on. I got this. What's the song? Hold on, give me a minute. The comparison of me being the male version of Miley Cyrus was at one point in my life, I used the album cover for her remix of Without You by the Kid Laroi. And it was one of my more favorite album covers. So therefore, the male version of Miley Cyrus. Although I don't sit on a wrecking ball.
Well, there you go, folks. Hey, it could come with time, Andrew. You'll find your wrecking ball in time.
Will I?
I think you will. I believe. What the fuck? This album cover is fucking wacky.
No, it isn't. What is wrong with that album cover?
Nothing's wrong with it. It's cool, but it's wacky. It's the Without You album cover. Is that what it's called?
The one with Miley Cyrus, yes. It came out last year.
Without You by Miley Cyrus. I didn't know Miley Cyrus was into fucking, 2004 anime.
I don't think she is, but
Miley Cyrus almost was the 2004 anime. They were going to make a Hannah Montana anime.
They should have.
There were very early plans in Toei Animation, and eventually they realized, nah, this is fucking stupid. Do you think the Hannah Montana anime would have been good? You think it would have been Kino?
I don't know. I never watched anything about Hannah Montana. Maybe.
You didn't watch Hannah Montana as a kid?
No.
That's crazy, dude. Hannah Montana was the shit. That was the most popular kids show of that era, by a mile, I'm pretty sure. Most popular live action kids show at the very least. I'm sure SpongeBob did better or something, but Hannah Montana was pretty big. But anyway, we got some Q's to A. We got lots of Q's to A. We might be here for a while. Lots of Q's to A, and I'm pretty sure not one of them is from a real person, but I have no way to verify that, so we're going to answer them all. So first question, which we know this is from a bot, because anybody who's watched Big Guy, Little Guy knows only one of us can answer this. How do you feel about your partner being shy? Well, I don't have an answer for this. I've never had a partner who was or was not shy. So Andrew, do you have any insight?
Kind of a mixed bag. Sometimes I think it's funny that it's really easy to get someone flustered. Then other times it's sometimes it's better to have someone that's a little more initiative.
Yeah, you see, I find, I guess, confident and shy girls attractive in different ways for different reasons, but I am more attracted at the end of the day to confident.
Yeah.
Not that anybody's attracted to me back, so it really doesn't matter, but that's my perspective on the issue.
That's your slight perspective.
It's my incel perspective.
Hold on, Grayson. Yes, Grayson? No, it's 10. Well, it's 11. You don't need cake right now. Maybe later.
Listen, anytime is a time for cake. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, that's what I say.
Later, Grayson. Ow, my knee.
Wait, no, what happened? Shit, I forgot how Teledent works. Hold on, give me a sec. Shit, fuck. I already did this one.
Did we?
The questions aren't clearing like they used to. 1 second. So if I delete the tell,
If you take me, Emily.
The entry cannot be found. Okay, makes sense. Okay, I think we're on track. And now there are children noises in Andrew's microphone.
I'll take you outside. Okay.
What? No. No.
Oh, Grayson, what a wacky character. Andrew?
I carried him out of my room and put him in his room.
Okay, good job. Okay, next question.
Kristen, please stop hitting my door.
Next question.
Next
What would you?
question.
Thanks, Andrew. Really helpful. What would you miss if you were to move suddenly?
Apple orchards. Ciders.
Did you just dox yourself?
No.
You live in the only city with apple orchards. Yeah, of course.
I live in Michigan. That's super
Andrew
specific.
doxed.
Apparent. I didn't
Angel
know
from
this.
Hell exposed.
I didn't know this, but until like earlier, like last month, that Michigan's like one of the only states that has cider mills. Like I thought that was a regular thing.
I've never heard of a cider mill, but it sounds sick. I would love to go to a cider mill.
Oh my god. They're so great. I love them.
Well, Andrew, they do sound pretty great. I tend to agree. I don't know what I'd miss my friend Patrick, I guess. But like, I don't know what about the place I'd miss. I fucking hate Florida. I miss Jason, but I don't see him that much in real life anyway. But not having that opportunity would be sad, I suppose. I don't know. Is there anything about this place that I would miss? I guess maybe like the convenient access to beaches. Beaches are pretty cool. I went to a beach last weekend or the weekend before, I don't quite remember. And I had a pretty good time. So Andrew sent me a DM and it is a picture of emo Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants. Thank you for that, Andrew.
That's the picture for my playlist of my emo playlist of 2000s pop punk and rock stuff.
It looks like Demigloom is Patrick Star.
Oh, you were talking about Patrick, so I figured this would be the perfect time.
Of course. But yeah, I don't think there's anything about the state itself I would miss besides like maybe the beaches. But even that, it's like I could take or leave to get out of this fucking disgusting cesspool of a state. Fuck Florida. Fuck Florida and all that it stands for. I despise Florida.
What could Florida be?
All right, Andrew. So you're a fresh fledgling driver. You had a little bit of a mishap recently that may have shortened your driving career for the time being.
What do you mean for the time being? I'm still driving.
Okay, good. A lot of people when they wreck their cars at 16, they don't get to drive for a while after that.
Well, I mean, like I still can.
But the question is, what behavior when driving is the most annoying?
The drivers that are way too safe on the road.
You see, Andrew, those guys, that might be the difference between those guys and you who wrecked your car.
No. Because there's one person I know that drives so safely, and he has gotten his car taken away from him 3 times by his dad.
Probably because he was out driving it, getting bitches. I don't know.
No. If I told you who it was, you'd immediately know that is the fattest lie that you could have just told.
Oh, it's K9, isn't it?
Yep. He's got a big ass dent in the back of his van.
The idiot.
I don't think it was his fault though. But the way that he drives like 40 and a 45 at most.
Is that not okay?
No, it's a 45. Why are you going
Are you one of
40?
those you can legally drive 5 miles over the speed limit kind of guys?
No,
Like
I'm one of those.
if you're in a 45 and you're not driving 50, you're doing it wrong.
No, it's a 45. So drive like it's a 45.
Andrew, sometimes you gotta take things slow, you know?
No.
Sometimes you just gotta, go with the flow.
When have I ever taken things slow?
I don't know.
Don't.
Not to get back to you on that. You're so good at not taking things slow that you haven't listened to the music in a Pokemon game since you were a child.
I've never listened to the music in a The only Pokemon game I have listened to the music of was BDSP because it was on my TV.
Wow, I mean, those are some pretty good tracks, to be fair.
Yeah, they're decent.
Pokemon has great music. I don't know how you could go without listening to it. It's so fucking good.
Just because there's usually other things in the background that I like to listen to while I play Pokemon.
It's almost like even equivalent to Sonic, and like the soundtrack is always banger levels.
Mm, mm, I don't know about that one.
That Junichi Masuda fellow, he knows what he's doing. He's got an ear for music.
Well, yeah, I would imagine so if he's the one that designs or orchestrates the music for the games. I would hope he has an ear for music.
Yeah, but you haven't listened to the music, so for all you know, it's horrible, or for all you know, it's a fucking masterpiece. You just have no frame of reference.
Yeah, but I don't need a frame of reference.
But anyway, my answer to this question is, so this is not speaking as a driver because I've never driven. This is speaking as a passenger. The absolute worst and most annoying behavior you can exhibit while driving is sitting there and fucking complaining about every other driver for the entire fucking drive. It is incessant. Half the people I drive with, it's like one time the main offender of this, there was a girl named Angie, and bless her heart, Angie was great. She's a good friend. She's cool. But Angie was driving, and me and a whole group of friends from work were all gonna go to Dave and Buster's. And Dave and Buster's was a little far away, so it was a decent drive. And fucking Angie, every 2 seconds she had something to say about another driver. Like we could not even hold a conversation in the car because Angie just kept complaining about other people's driving. It was awful. It sucked. That is with a bullet the
Can you
worst
not deal with someone
behavior.
that has road rage?
Some road rage is okay. Sometimes it's funny, but when it's literally every second, like, oh, that guy wasn't going fast enough. Oh, that guy just passed me. He wasn't supposed. Just like for 2 minutes, 2 minutes, for 2 seconds, you can't shut up. It's completely awful and absurd, and it's the worst. Do you have road rage, Andrew? Is that why you're jumping to the defense here?
Say, I
Poking your head out of the window and being like, "Hey, go 45."
Hey, it's a 45. Why are you going 30? Go faster.
It's a speed limit, not a go this speed.
Yeah, I know it's a speed limit. I follow speed limit laws all the time. In fact, I follow them so well. The person behind me that was driving got pulled over when I was going the speed limit.
Damn,
Yeah, it was hilarious.
that is pretty amusing.
I was on my way to class, and then he got pulled over, and I was just like, damn, couldn't make it.
Zam, yeah, unfortunate. All right, next question. So I don't have any experience with this, but maybe you have some experiences that can lead you to a logically guided answer. This is the this is Andrew's relationship advice, which went so well in the first episode where we realized that Andrew's just like a monster who preys on the abused. um, the question is, what film can you watch on a date? Andrew, any insight on this?
Uh, let's see. I've watched the Invader Zim movie on Netflix.
Bitches do
Kung
love
Fu
Invader
Panda
Zim.
3.
It's true.
Look, if you can't watch Invader Zim, you're not the one. I'm sorry.
It's true.
That's one of the few things that matters. Invader Zim, great show. The movie on Netflix, great.
Dude,
They
Enter
should
the
bring it
Florpus
back.
was sick. I don't know why I never did a review of Enter the Florpus. I had a podcast running at the time. It might have been rad, and I might have been waiting for my turn, actually, because I do have, like, vague memories of intending to review Enter the Florpus. Which, you know, now that Ida and I are doing movie review podcasts again, maybe I'll make her watch it.
This maybe.
The thing with Ida is she either adores Invader Zim or she hates it. There's no in between. I
She
don't know her opinion on Invader Zim, but I know it's one of those two. There is no like it's okay. She either adores Invader Zim or she despises Invader Zim.
I think she'd enjoy it.
Probably. I don't know what film I'd want to watch on a date. Like I guess I don't know. Like I am a sucker for romantic comedy, and I'm told that's the date genre. So like, sure, lay it on me. I do actually get genuine enjoyment out of romantic comedies a lot of the time because I'm a sucker for that kind of shit. So yeah, just flip on any old fucking romantic comedy, and I guess that's how it works. I'm told I'm told those are good date movies. I don't know if you concur, Andrew.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you're dating all the goth bitches watching Invader Zim.
Yeah, like I should be.
Yeah, honestly, if you're not dating the goth bitches, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you either do it right or you do it wrong.
Yeah, you either do it right or you don't date the goth chicks.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Do you think a broken person can be fixed? Now, this is a very interesting, very deep question that I don't know if either of us are qualified to speak on in as deep of a manner as it desires, but we will answer it anyway. Andrew, do you think a broken person can be fixed?
Define broken.
That's a hard thing too. Like, what do they mean by broken? Do they mean just like mentally broken and like dark and suicidal? Do they mean like broken as in they can't exist in society because they're like an awful criminal or something? Or they're like a murderer or a pedophile or something to that effect. There are a lot of ways you can describe what a broken person is.
Depending on the situation, yes.
Yeah, it's definitely situational. Like, people can end up in really dark places, and it can seem like even trying to help them is just damaging you more than it's helping them. But I think at the end of the day, people are capable of change. Not all people. You have to be ready to take the L. If you're trying to help a person like that, if you're trying to help them fix themselves, you have to be ready to take the L and be like, well, my methodology didn't really work out here. Um, shit, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I think it's worth it because I think there are a lot of people out there that can change despite adversity. Is that all we have to say on this question?
I'm pretty sure that's all we have to say about this question.
All right.
I can hear Grayson in the bathroom yelling about how he's using the bathroom.
Why does he yell about using the bathroom?
I don't know.
Look at me. All right. Next question is: do you like jewelry, and what kind? The jewelry's cool. I don't wear it, but like it's cool. It's pretty. What about you, Andrew? You into jewelry?
I used to wear 2 or 3 rings that I have. I don't know where any of them are right now. I know I used to wear them.
Interesting.
That didn't sound like a good noise. Someone just fell.
Uh-oh.
Oh well. It's not my problem.
Yep, ain't your problem. It's true.
The jewelry's pretty nice.
I've said too much. Fuck. Anytime I point it out, it becomes like worse because every time I do it, I'll freak the fuck out.
What, did you like just wake up like 30 minutes ago?
No, Andrew, I may or may not have been hitting the pen a little bit
Grayson,
today. If you know what I'm saying, if you catch my drift.
going outside with you right now. I'm doing something.
Why does your brother always want to go outside, specifically when we record Big Guy, Little Guy?
You can't just look at me menacingly and expect me to change my answer.
He's gonna kill you. It's over. All
I'm
right,
not
Andrew.
taking a picture of you, Grayson. Calm down. Get off my bed. And he's gone again.
All right. So Andrew, next question is: do you think when someone is jealous, that means they have a lack of self-confidence? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, that is probably where jealousy stems from, is like somebody attains something that you want and you don't have the confidence to believe that, or they seem to be like in line to attain something you want and you don't have the confidence to be like, nah, that bitch ain't got nothing on me. That's where jealousy comes from. Like if you have a if you're a woman, because only women are jealous, men are too base to be jealous. I'm kidding, by the way. But so she's jealous because her boyfriend just like has a friend who happens to be female, and like nothing is happening between the two of them, but she just leads to be jealous because she's a somewhat attractive girl who he spends time with. And that definitely does seem like it lacks from a lack of self-confidence. Like you're not confident in your position in his life as his significant other, and that's where the jealousy stems. Angie, you were kind of doing like an I don't know if you have a disagreement to bring up.
Look, I'm not gonna say that I got bitches hiding in the dark that are jealous of my other bitches that I'm also keeping in the dark.
Yeah.
But I have noticed there are some people that do have jealousy towards how I treat other people. But like, I know it's not from confidence. It's uh, fuck. I'm blanking. I should have woke up earlier so that I wouldn't be blank.
That you wouldn't be. Did you just wake up recently?
I woke up at like 9 and then went back to bed. And then I woke up at 10.
And then
And
you went back
then
to bed?
I know I went to use the bathroom. And then I ate my Fritos, beans, meat and cheese thingy thing
Ooh.
for breakfast. And then I went back in my bed and laid down for 40 minutes.
Okay, but next question here. Your biggest fantasy is what? I don't know. That's a very broad question. I guess fucking fame. I don't know. My passion is entertainment, so I guess the biggest dream I've always had is just to reach a level where a lot of people are seeing and engaging with and enjoying the entertainment that I create. So I guess just notoriety on the internet, as pathetic as that might sound to some, it is kind of what I've been working towards for my entire like adult mature existence. And yeah, I guess so. And I mean like haha sex, haha clussy.
Uh-huh.
But no, I think it's internet notoriety as to where people are enjoying and engaging my entertainment is all I could ever dream of. Andrew, what is your biggest fantasy?
Probably to swim in a jello pool. Like just a
Yo,
pool full of jello.
that's fucking sick. That my fantasy as a kid was swimming in a pool full of banana pudding.
Banana pudding would be good to swim in. You could just eat it while you swim.
I mean, the realistic thing about it is like those things sound amazing in theory, but then in practice, both Jello and banana pudding do produce a lot of like sticky sugar effect. So swimming in it would probably actually feel disgusting.
Look, that's an experience I'm willing to try. If I ever got a deathly ill disease and I got to be a Make-A-Wish kid, I'm wishing to swim in something. I'm not wishing for to go on this famous or some big trip, not meet someone famous. I'm gonna just fucking swim in pudding,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
pudding
love
is
it.
pretty sick.
And then just take a shower afterwards.
How many kids do you
Problem
think are
solved.
out there that have an understanding of Make-A-Wish to the point where they're like, man, I wish I had cancer so I could do a Make-A-Wish?
I don't
Why do all the
know.
cancer kids get wishes and I don't?
That's in like third grade, my my science teacher for my elementary school, she had a kid that got cancer and she became a Make-A-Wish kid, but then she beat the cancer and they just didn't say anything about the wish, but then they still granted her the wish despite the fact that she wasn't gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, I think like being a child and going through cancer is enough to deserve a wish. Like even if she beat the cancer before it was granted, I think she still deserved it for fighting that hard and being that perseverant at such a young age. Like young cancer patients who survive are fucking heroes because they go through some shit. And from what I've heard, even adult cancer, but especially for a child whose body is not developed to take on as much like pain yet, it's like there's a lot of people who get cancer who just throw their hands up and say, "Fuck it, I ain't fighting this," because fighting cancer is hard.
Fuck that shit. Just kill me.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I'll just die real quick. Like Walter White in Breaking Bad, which I don't think you've seen and you probably never will see because you're a heathen.
I don't feel like what. Look, I rewatched Death Note last night. Like my
Did you?
entire. Yeah, I was up at like 9, and then my cousin finally left at 10, so I just rewatched Death Note until I fell asleep.
How far did you get until you fell asleep?
I got to, I think, the tennis court scene.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we love the tennis court scene.
We do love the tennis court scene in Death Note. It is like one of the best things to ever happen in the history of the world. Yeah, Death Note is sick.
Yeah. What's your favorite scene from Death Note?
My favorite scene from all of Death Note, that is an extremely hard thing to answer. But at the end of the day, you're not going to like this because for you, Death Note only exists for 25 episodes.
Death
But
Note exists until L dies.
yeah, but for me, I love the last arc of Death Note. I understand why people don't like it because it's a very different show, but it's a different show that I like. The second half of Death Note is not an intellectual battle between like two intellectual titans like it is with Light and L. What it is Light, who has a huge god complex at this point, has had the entire world wrapped around his finger for years, and watching his like epic downfall at the hands of two upstarts and just watching him absolutely crumble and everything he built turn to ash. Because at the end of the day, no matter what he does, he's not a god, he's only human. That is the beauty of the second half of Death Note to me. And part of that is my favorite scene in all of Death Note is the final monologue of Light Yagami
The
admitting that
final.
admitting that he's Kira and like going on this big rant about how he's the one who saved the world, he's the only one who could do it, and killing him here would be unjust, and they would be remiss to lose out on Kira's services to the world.
No, I like Light's final, his final words and right before he dies.
Yeah, that like
Then
whole scene in the warehouse is like the most brilliant scene in Death Note with a bullet. The Death Note finale is my favorite thing. Like you will show me no piece of media for me that will surpass the Death Note finale. It's just so beautiful and poetic and a perfect way to end such a perfect fucking show.
it had its good moments.
I mean, I there are some things about the second half I don't like. I can take or leave fucking Teru Mikami delete ass, but there's a lot of good shit. And the finale is fucking amazing, and it's the best episode of the anime at all. In fact, I did my top 3 episodes for Kira's Kingdom, my whole Death Note podcast that I did, which I recommend to you, Andrew. If you're getting back into Death Note, you can listen to Kira's Kingdom, listen to me and Mo Diggity's thoughts on Death Note, episode by episode. But we for our final episode, we did like some rankings, and we talked about our top 3 episodes of Death Note. And 2 of my top 3 were from the second half. Like when I went through all the episodes and I came to like the three best ones, only one of them was from the L part. My three favorite episodes in order are number one is the finale, number two is the Light and L tennis episode, and number three is the Chief Yagami death episode.
Huh.
So that's 2 out of 3 from post L.
No. Just no.
No.
It's the wrong opinion.
Just no.
Your
Got it.
opinion is wrong. I like Nier as a character, but not that much.
The amazing thing about Light and Nier, right, is like I said, it's not about the intellectual battle anymore. It's about the downfall of Light. Because Light thinks he's above the intellectual battles now. Now that he's killed L and he's fucking just become L for years, it doesn't fucking matter to him, which is why he underestimates Nier at every turn to the very fucking end. Minutes before Nier fucking pulls out his big twist and gets Light Yagami completely fucked and admitted as Kira, the Light is fucking mocking Nier in his internal dialogue and saying, L would have thought of the possibility of a fake notebook, but you're not L. You're a stupid kid. And then, of course, Nier did in fact think of the possibility of a fake notebook. And Light is just a fucking underestimating idiot. Light Yagami could have defeated Nier if he fully understood the gravity of what he was up against. But he didn't, and before he could, he was fell. And that is the downfall of Light Yagami.
That's one way to look at it.
But anyway, enough of the Death Note hour. So this is another one that only applies to you, Andrew. Thoughts on keeping a partner's secrets after a breakup? I guess is it are you loyal to your ex's secrets even when they don't want that Andrew they want that Andrew companionship anymore? I decided to go a little tamer than I initially wanted to.
Yeah, you still keep the secrets. You don't just put someone out on blast simply just because of a breakup. That's a little extreme, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, no, like revenge secret telling and like revenge porn and like all that shit that you use blackmail on your ex to just make their life awful. It's not cool, bro. Sorry, like if you do that shit, just like go away. not a fan of you.
Go away.
Just get the fuck out of here. I don't know. You cannot be a morally acceptable person and have any other answer to this. Then, yeah, you'd keep them anyway.
You keep them unless they slept with someone in your family.
I guess unless they do something well, even cheating, I'd say, isn't enough of an offense to do that type of shit. But yeah, I guess if they do something awful, then
and
maybe
who they cheated on you with. If they cheated on you with some random guy, then maybe. I mean, like you can let that fly. But, like, not anything else. If they slept with, like, your brother-in-law, or your brother, I don't know, maybe. But that's just because I'm kind of a prick. Like, oh, you fucked my dad? Cool. Blah, 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 blah.
So how would you feel if K9 fucked your mom? How would that make you feel?
He's been saying he's wanted to for years.
Listen, I've never seen your mom, but again, that poster on her wall tells a lot of stories.
Just can't escape it.
There is no escape. I wonder if K9 has like a secret album of pictures of your mom. I'll have to go through a third party to see what your mom looks like.
Damn shit.
You see, that response makes you think that he does, which, ooh. devious plans today.
I wouldn't know, but I don't think I would want to know.
All right, next question is, do you swear often? Fuck no. I never fucking swear in my fucking life. Are you fucking kidding me? I would never fucking swear. Swearing is fucking wrong. It's fucking wrong. It's awful. How do you feel about swearing, Andrew, you motherfucker? You better believe it's awful, like me. A Chad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
Me swear? Never. Most of my songs I don't even swear in. Like, I just don't. I don't do it. Not as much as you think I would.
I mean, you swear on Largest Issue plenty.
I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't me.
Oh yeah, that was Josh. Josh was also the one who assaulted a child.
Yeah, I'm the nicest person in the world. I wouldn't hurt a fly.
I'd hurt a fly. Flies kind of suck. They kind
Stepped
of
on.
deserve to be hurt.
I think one soccer game last year, I stepped on a like moth that landed on the field when the ball was on the other side of the field, so I didn't have to do anything. It's great playing goalie until you get fucked up. Love playing goalie.
Understandable.
Even though you get blamed for literally everything. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. I got injured in my last soccer game, actually.
You're getting it scares me how much you're getting injured in soccer. You forgot who Ida was because you had taken too many soccer balls to the head.
Okay. After every soccer game, I leave the field with blood all over my knees. Like constantly.
I can't imagine being that devoted. Like, I know people are differently coded. You're a completely different person than I am, but we still get along because I know you're cool and you know I'm cool. But I can't imagine having that much motivation to a sport where you fucking just shred your knees once a week. Like, I would not be that invested, even if I was on a sports team and I was semi-competent in the sport. I would not value the sport over my own fucking health and well-being.
Look, soccer is a very scary sport as a goalie because when you dive onto a ball, you gotta hope to God that whoever was running right at you at as fast as they could to kick that ball doesn't try to step on you or kick you. I've had it happen in so many circumstances where I've had my hand stepped on and then I ended up spraining a finger.
Yeah,
Or
that's not ideal.
or when one of my teammates. Now, I'm pretty confident in what we call him in practice because there's no way you're going to be able to figure out what his name is because in practice and on the because they announce every player on the team during every home game, and the announcer called him Lick Dick.
Licked coming down to the field, lick dick.
Number 7, Lick Dick. And then I don't know what they said for his last name, but they called him Lick Dick in front of everyone in the crowd. It was kind of funny. But we were practicing and I was in the goal box, despite the fact that my ankle was fucked up. And it still is, but it's a little better now. My game's tomorrow. Shit, my game's tomorrow.
Should I put you down for not issue crew actually then?
Put a question mark on it.
I don't like question marks, Andrew. I kinda need a yes or no.
Okay. Here's why I have to tell you to put it as a question mark. Because technically, I think the soccer game starts at like 6, and there are two 40-minute halves, but sometimes we don't play into the second half. And then there's still a bunch of breaks and pauses in the time. So I'm not sure.
Do you have games like every week for the next amount of time?
I have games scattered throughout the weeks until October.
Okay, well, this is going to be annoying because you don't have to be on every episode of Issue Crew. If you have an extended absence because of your soccer game, so be it. But I need us all to be on the first episode, so we need to find the Monday.
Most of them aren't on Mondays, so I think I'll be fine.
I just hope we can start tomorrow. I want Issue Crew to exist.
Yeah. I know.
I need it to exist.
Don't worry, it should be fine in theory.
Did you expect? Is this team a good team? Do you expect to have to go into the second half?
I don't know if they're a good team. Like, I genuinely don't know anything about their team. But our soccer team at my school, god awful.
Oh,
we've scored 1 goal in 3 games.
Man, Andrew, for somebody who's skinning their knees every game, you're really not putting up enough of a performance.
I really can't do anything. I'm the goalie. What do you want me to do?
Stop that fucking ball.
Okay, it's easier said than done to stop, like, at least half of the shots that come your way, you should stop. I'd say at least half. But if you're in like a one-on-one situation and someone scores on you, it's not really your fault. You can't do anything about that. I've had some guys put the ball in places I didn't think they would put it, and I slid into their legs, and they still got the ball right where they wanted it, and I was so pissed. Like, how do I dive at your legs and you still somehow find the way to get the ball right where you wanted it? Like, that's not fair.
They're too powerful. Too strong.
What's good? A good thing, though, is we recruited a kid to our team that's from Spain, like, the other day. So we might be good.
You got the race advantage, you know what I'm saying?
There's always something great about having someone on your team that doesn't know how to speak English.
All right, gamers, next question. Any ideas of what to wear on a date? I don't know. Just fucking the good clothes?
No clothes. Start off by fucking.
Yeah. Okay. I can dig it. Yeah, just put on some nice clothes. Don't look like a fucking hobo, and maybe you'll be okay. You know? That's about all I can say. Well, how do you usually dress for a date, Andrew? Memes aside.
I don't go on dates.
Oh, okay.
Never went on a date before. So.
Oh, you're one of those bitches who just like has a girlfriend but doesn't even take her out on dates. You fucking cheap fuck.
It's not that I don't go on dates. Well, I mean, I don't, but that's a better thing. There's not that much to do in Michigan. Like, it's a very boring state. When cider mills aren't open, there's like nothing.
Only the cider mills are the only cool thing about Michigan, and when the cider mills are not in operation, then it's
There's
over.
nothing.
Nothing cool.
You just sometimes go to a park. Maybe an arcade if you're lucky. I think there's an arcade that's like 10 minutes away from me.
Arcades are pretty sick.
Yeah, one of my friends wants to go with me.
I should go to the arcade again. It's actually like $20 gets you a lot of fucking game time at my local arcade. So I might have to swing by there pretty soon.
Oh,
Maybe bring some friends for some Turtles in Time, because they have a Turtles in Time cabinet, and that's that's where a lot of my playtime went when I went with my friends. But we can move on to the next question. How do you feel about once a cheater, always a cheater? Now, Andrew, expert on cheating.
Expert on cheating.
One of his favorite activities to partake in. How do you feel about once a cheater, always a cheater? Do you think that is a true proverb?
Oh yeah. No, I don't think that's. I don't think so. I think definitely people can change, especially from young to growing up.
Especially if their name is Andrew is away.
Definitely if your name's Andrew is away.
Especially if your name's It's Tricky. It's
tricky. Aubrey. Fuck, what else have I went under? That doesn't matter.
Ultimate Josh.
The Ultimate Josh, yes. Literally anything. The person who runs the gamer account on.
Yeah, Pegasus the Gamer 47. That's another person.
Yep.
Who can change.
Yeah. I definitely think people can change, because I am one of those people that did. I went from not being able to last in a relationship for 3 months to that 9-month relationship I had with that one person with cheating and such.
Did she cheat on you?
No.
Oh, okay. I think if she did cheat on you, you'd probably be like, yeah, once a cheater, oh, fuck cheaters. All right, Andrew, next question. Do you have a bucket list, and what's on it? Andrew, I know what you're about to ask me, and it's going to be very humorous, so please go on with it. Go on. Andrew, hello? Are you ignoring me on purpose for the bit?
No,
or are you...
no. Try. I'm so confused. Is your bucket? Are you referring to the joke that you wanted me to make was something to do with KFC, and your bucket list being the $5, the big ass bucket that they give you full of chicken? Is that what you wanted?
That's also pretty good, but I didn't. I was convinced you weren't gonna know what a bucket list was.
Oh my god!
What's a bucket list? I don't want any buckets.
Oh yeah, I got a fucking list of my favorite buckets. The fucking KFC
I got a
bucket,
blue
my
bucket, I got
water
a red
bucket.
bucket, I got an America bucket, I got all sorts of buckets right here.
Oh my god, you thought I wouldn't know what a bucket list is?
Listen, Andrew, I could be forgiven for thinking you're stupider than you are. You've had a lot of moments that lead me to that conclusion.
You're right. Earlier today in the issue crew group chat, you said, or someone said that we should do the 12th, and you put specifically, the 12th is tomorrow, Andrew.
I saw you come online, so I knew you were like reading the group chat. You were like, "What is the 12th?" The 12th is tomorrow, Andrew.
I wasn't even gonna look when the 12th is. I was just gonna wait until someone said, remember, issue crew today. I
You'll be
thought
like,
the 12th
"Fuck,
was
I'm
next
playing my
week.
soccer game."
I honestly thought the 12th was next week. Like, I didn't put any thought into it, and then you said it was tomorrow, and I was just like, ah, that's great.
Might have just deleted a tell by accident. It's quite unfortunate. I think a question has been lost the time. Telling him is really annoying now because instead of deleting the questions automatically, I have to go and manually delete them after I post that they were answered in the episode. And sometimes it looks like I'm deleting the wrong one. But what I hope is the real next tell is, do you believe in ghosts? I certainly believe in ghosts. It's impossible they don't exist. I've witnessed too many things. What about you, Andrew?
Um,
Andrew, you're like cutting out. I don't know if you've left the room, if you're speaking into your mic from the other side of your house, but like it's only picking up half of what you're saying.
I am not sitting on the other side of my house.
This is just you screaming from like the bottom of a staircase. Your room's upstairs.
My staircase that is 7 stairs long, not even.
Damn.
Might be shorter, honestly.
Silas is a fucking like wacky like haunted house spiral staircase. It's so freaky.
That sounds like it'd be great.
It's cool, but it's like freaky to walk up and down because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fall, and it's not gonna be like I'm falling down the stairs. It's not gonna be a constant fall break. It's going to be I'm gonna fall in a weird spiral, and I'm just gonna fall over the side.
Just don't get hurt. Simple.
Yeah, just don't fall. It's easy.
Yeah. If falling,
Don't.
catch yourself. This is an easy solution.
But anyway, do you believe in ghosts? That's the one we just answered.
That's the one we just answered, Riley.
Yep, it's true. Hold on. This new fucking telenym system is making my life a lot harder.
Just stop being hard.
You. How do I tell someone who's taken how I feel? Don't I feel like we've gotten this question before. I'm sorry for repeat questions. I think the telenym bots repeat shit sometimes. So I guess if you catch a repeat question, let us know in the comments and tell us if we answered any differently than we did last time. That'd be interesting. But I feel like we did this last time, and I had a pretty similar sentiment of don't do it. If they're taken,
What was Jim?
how do you tell someone who's taken how you feel? Like, how do you confess your love to somebody who already has a significant other? And my answer is don't, although Andrew may have different experiences. So I'd like to get his take.
Hey, you're a man? I want to cuck him. That's what I do.
You do have the energy for that sort of thing. Man, if K9 ever fucking lucks himself into a girlfriend, he better watch out.
I already told him that. I already told him if you ever find a girlfriend, you better be ready for the day. And then it's weird because there's one kid in my the school that I go to. He really didn't trust his ex-girlfriend. And what I mean by he really didn't trust her, I mean when I would walk past him and her in the hallways, he yelled at her for cheating. because I would walk
because she
past them
looked at you.
because I would walk past them every day. We both
Wow.
had the same lunch. There was no way I couldn't walk past them. Like, I don't know what he wanted me to do, but he was so, like, he couldn't get over the fact that, like, I existed. He hated my guts, and I don't know what I ever did to him. But he hated me.
You were too hot, Andrew. He was like, I can't compete with this.
I mean,
How
he's
am I
like an
supposed to
inch.
compete?
He's an inch shorter than me, has the same haircut as me, and he plays baseball. Like, he's kinda just me, but just a little worse.
Yeah, perhaps. But our next question is drum roll because I'm stalling. In your opinion, is it weird when men don't like cars? This also sounds familiar, but I scrolled through our Telegram page, I did not see it, so this might be new. I might just be having some weird false memory. Is it weird when men don't like cars? Is it implying that like every man has to be like a super fucking mechanic who loves cars? I just love building my own custom cars. I have all these carburetors and shit. But no, it's not weird to not be into
Yeah,
that
it's not
shit.
weird. I know nothing about cars. Like, at all. I remember, like, a year ago, my grandpa's like, so what car do you want? And I'm just like, one with four wheels?
One that goes.
Yeah, that's why I told him.
One
And he was
that
like, what's your dream
moves.
car? And I'm just like, something small. That's what. I'd like to drive
Something
a small car.
small.
Yeah. I hate
Wow.
driving something big like a Jeep or a truck.
Understandable. I believe they are harder to handle the bigger they are.
They're not. At least I don't
Okay.
think so.
Well, maybe I'm done then. Next question is, what should be done with you when you die? So I guess, what do you want to be done with your dead
Later.
body?
I'll tell you when I want to go outside, Grayson. We will later. What was the question? What should you do with someone's dead body?
What do you want to be done with your own dead body? What should they do with you when you die?
Stuff me full of corn seeds or kernels, and then take me to the crematorium.
Yo, that's sick.
That's what I'm gonna have be done.
Wow. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to be cremated. I don't know what I was trying to pronounce it like. Cremated. I don't think I want to be cremated. I think I want my dead body to return to the earth. You come from the earth, you return to the earth. Just put me in a coffin, lower me down. Classic funeral affair. No,
What if I
nothing too
was born in
fancy,
space?
and no cremation.
What if I was born in space, Riley?
Then I guess they should shoot your body into space. You came from the space, you'll return from space. You'll return to space, rather.
I mean, I guess. Just maybe. But I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, that's about it. So we're to our last question. This is it for the day. I'll tell you in just a second what that question might be.
We are holding the question.
Get animals from a shelter or breeder. Why? Probably a shelter. Like,
Shelter? That
that's
just
just,
seems...
it's cheaper, it's ethical, and all dogs are good boys. I don't need no fucking pompous, like fucking purebred puppy that I'm gonna spend fucking $7,000 for buying from a breeder. Any dog is a good boy.
Any dog
And
is a good dog.
good dog. Good dog forever. So go to the
All
shelter,
dogs are the
pick
same.
yourself up a mighty fine canine, but not the one who wants to fuck Andrew's mom.
Pick yourself up a nice canine, just not that one.
Not that one. But yeah, obviously a shelter. I love dog. I need a dog. That's all I need in life. People keep telling me, "Don't do it. You're not gonna take care of it correctly." But like, my mood improves so drastically whenever I'm in the presence of a dog. So I think having a dog would be very beneficial to my mental health.
Maybe, just maybe.
I'd have to get one who's like very trained and not. I'd have to find the perfect dog, which is easier said than done. Who's just like not like doesn't have like attachment issues and is capable of not like shitting everywhere all the time, so that I can go to work. But I mean, I know those dogs out there. Those dogs do exist out there. A lot of people are like, dogs. You can't leave dogs alone for long periods of time. But my childhood dog Dixie was alone all the time. She was fine. She didn't do anything too bad. When she was a puppy, she fucked shit up while we were gone. But as she grew up, she got a little bit better. So if I get a more mature dog from a shelter, the hope is that that adjustment period has already occurred.
Hopefully.
What are you
Twitter.
chuckling about?
Twitter. Osama bin Laden came to New York 21 years ago. First thing I seen on my timeline. I just wanted to open Twitter, and there it was.
Yeah, by the way, folks, I don't know when this is coming out. I think it's coming out. When is it coming out? I think we have 3 more videos in the bank, so that's Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. This is going to come out Tuesday the 20 or no, Tuesday the 20th. Yep. So
A couple days after 9/11's
yeah,
anniversary.
it is currently 9/11 as we are recording this. So I guess, rest in peace to the victims, all of that stuff that people have said to death for 20 years. But of course, it's still
How many
it's still
times do I
true and
gotta
it's
tell
still
this bitch to
important.
rest in peace?
It's still true and it's still important because a lot of innocent people lost their lives. But it's like some planes crashed into some towers. Sometimes it's kind of funny, but all the real lives that were lost are of course missed dearly. But anyway, I'm gonna record like a bunch of podcasts and let's plays today, and I'm gonna have to like share my condolences for 9/11 on all of them. But yeah, I guess that'll do it today for our Q&A podcast. I think this one's gonna clock in a bit under an hour. Once it goes to the editing bay, but that's okay. We ain't always gotta hit that 60-minute mark.
60 minutes is only 60 minutes. Every 60 minutes an hour passes, and that's just how you got to look at it.
Every 60 minutes, 1 hour pass. Wow, what an intellectual take. But Andrew, where can our listeners find you?
You can find me at twitter.com/NGEL from Hell Zero. You can find me at SoundCloud, but SoundCloud.com/Andrew is away. You can listen to all 4 of my projects. You can find me at YouTube.com, or you can just find me on YouTube. I'm sure you can do it. It shouldn't be that hard. If it is, I don't fucking know. Become better at finding shit. Yeah. That's really all you need.
Well, you can find me at anchor.fm/Riley Podcast Mega Feed or the Riley Podcast Mega Feed on your podcast platform of choice. It's a podcast feed where I post just some miscellaneous podcasts that I do. And the links in the description of that feed is everything else that I do, all of my YouTube channels, all of my socials. Speaking of YouTube channels, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is a YouTube exclusive podcast, so I got to say all those YouTuber things. If you're still here, then obviously you didn't hate it too much. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Give us some engagement. We need some algorithm points because Big Guy Little Guy is not a very popular channel. And maybe someday it could not be that way. So please, if you are out there, people listening to this, like, comment, and subscribe. Give us all those algorithm points. Hit that fucking bell or whatever the hell. All those dumb YouTube things.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all for listening. And, again, subscribe for more new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, probably. I changed the description now that largest issue is gone. It used to be like a schedule where it said like largest issue on this day and let's plays on these days. And now it just says new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and then in parentheses, probably.
Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
Yep,
Probably.
probably. See you
We're
next time,
trying.
folks. We're trying.